Hello, North and South class. So I kind of want to run down for you how to do this simulation today in class. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the gravity force slab. Now it's a pretty basic simulation and there's only two things you can really adjust. And the two things you can adjust are the objects, and you can adjust their distance, and you can adjust their mass. So you can give them more mass, less mass, etc. And if you look on the top here, it gives you a force. Now, when you write this force, you can get away with just writing the numbers that are shown here at the bottom. Same here too. You don't have to add all these zeros. They take up a bunch of space. And really, the overall effect of the lab is not lost if you don't write all those zeros. So we're going to collect data today, and I want to just kind of show you how to do that. So on your paper, what you have here is you have these questions. You're going to answer these questions, and then we're going to come down here and collect some data. So for the first example, we're just going to be changing the mass only. So it's pretty simple. We go back here and we have a mass and a force. So I'm going to write that information down. So as you can see, I have 132 kilograms for my mass, and I have this number here for my force. So I'm going to just copy those down on my paper really quickly. Just move this out of the way so I can see both of them at once. So it's 132 for my mass, so I write that down. And then my force is, and I just got to move this a little bit more, my force is 67,580. So I write that information now. Now I need to change the mass, and I can move the mass up or down. Let's say for this example, I want to move it up. So I'm going to increase my mass a little bit. Let's increase it to 500. All right, so now I'm at 500. And at 500, we have a new force. So I'm going to write down that new information right here. So my mass is 500 kilograms. And then I'm going to write down the force as well, which is 200,555.985 newtons. And so that's basically what I'm going to ask you guys to do for these sections. You're going to write down a beginning mass, an end mass, a beginning force, an end force. And you're going to do the same thing with distance. So, for example, right now my distance is about 5 meters away from each other. And I'm going to write that 5 meters down in this right here. And then I'm going to either change it up or down and write the new distance here. And in both cases, I need to write the force. So I need to write the force now, which is 255.985. And then when I manipulate the distance, we should have a new force as well. And that you would write that right here. After that, you're going to go ahead and answer these true or false. On the back side of this paper, it's just kind of like setting up these examples and trying to figure out which one has more force. So you can circle whatever one you believe would create more force, and I want you to explain it right here. And then there's two analysis questions here and here, and then after those analysis questions, you should be good to go. And you're going to use this document to help provide evidence for your CER chart that you're doing at the end of the hour. Okay, I just want to briefly explain what you're going to do during this lab.